Tigers, Bulldogs, Saints. Welcome to DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
I'm not going to say good morning. I'm going to say good afternoon. And welcome to DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance. I've welcomed everybody here with good morning because my brain is totally mush after what's been a busy couple of days. But it is Sunday afternoon and a special edition of DC Blitz.
Tigers.
I put this on Facebook earlier to kind of promote the show. If you need your Sunday fix, DC Blitz is the best way to get it because the Titans aren't worth watching at all, and that seems to be the only decent, well, not decent game, but only just about only game we get in the Nashville market. So I'm glad to be here today, y'all. How is everybody? That's
Good.
great.
Doing great. Pizza was good.
Yeah.
We've got a great show. All the girls over there, they're lined up. They're ready to come on. They're anxious. Like you said, we don't have to worry about the Titans, and we've got a lot to talk about. Casey's here. We're having a big time.
We are having a big time, and it's, you know, we all had some obligations yesterday. Casey was a junior pro. Kelly's always on the go somewhere. I had a yard sale. I'll never do that again. I promise you that. And coach like Kelly is always busy doing something, so we had to kind of switch things around. But thank you for tuning in to the Blitz today. We do have a lot to talk about in segments 2 and 3. We're going to go volleyball heavy as Coach Kayla Johnson and members of the Tiger-Ette Volleyball JV and Varsity teams are going to be joining us. Their regular season is over. They're in the postseason. In fact, the JV had their district tournament yesterday, so we'll be talking to them about that and much more. Of course, we always start out by recapping this past week in sports. And I think we start off talking golf today. The DeKalb County High School Tiger, Lady Tiger golf teams went to the region tournament back on Monday. Both teams fell short in their quest to get the state tournament as a team. The Lady Tigers finished second to Murfreesboro Central Magnet. Magnet shot 143 to DeKalb County's 164. Chris, I know I always refer to you on the golf stuff, but this Central Magnet team, 143, and I think they had the top 3 individual scores among individuals. That team is just crazy good.
It feels good to have players like that.
Yeah. You've been there once upon a time.
Oh, yeah, I have. I was there for 2 years, and I look forward to the region and the district. But, you know, the region not so much because there was always one of those teams on the other side that could just, you know, trip you up. But, you know, for our district tournament, there were a couple of years there that, hey, boys, just go do your thing, and it didn't matter what I put out there.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You're looking at 143, so you're looking at someone shooting 70, and then the next person shooting 73. So, I mean, both of them are right there around par, however you want to look at it. Then you have the third girl drop in as the third lowest. Just incredible and a really good team. And I would say on paper that they have a really good shot to win state.
I went back and looked at and compared, and of course I know apples, oranges, and when you get to Sevierville, it's a whole different course. But looking at all the teams that made state and their individual region tournaments, Central Magnet, I think, still had the best score by 10, 12 strokes. Overall, something like that?
It's still kind of hard because you're looking at different courses and different layouts and different yardages. To me, the Cookville Country Club is not that difficult, not that challenging compared to some other courses going around. You can make an argument that Smithville, the 9-hole, has quirks about it that make it more difficult to play than the Cookville Country Club. But so it's really hard to do as a coach for 2 years, 3 years, really, with my girls going once. You know, I did that same thing, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is great. We got a shot. And then you get there and you see how good those players are, and it just kind of brings you back. But it's, you know, a neutral course. It'll be a difficult course, and so that kind of levels the playing field for everyone.
Chloe Boyd, she will be headed back to state as an individual for her 3rd consecutive year. She shot a 77 at the region tournament. That placed her among the top 3 among teams that did not qualify for state. So Chloe gets another shot at this. And, Chris, you know, we've talked to Chloe, all of us have, and we know she's been waiting for this moment all year long. She's already up in Sevierville, went up there this weekend with her dad to start practicing and getting ready for it. Do you think it's going to be tougher for her maybe this year? I know they matched up Central Magnet, same thing at state last year, but having already competed against these girls, is that something that you feel like is beneficial to her or more beneficial to some of those Central players?
You know, a few weeks ago, we were at the golf course and we talked to the boys golfers and the girls, and they felt very confident about getting through the district tournament to the region tournament. And I've talked all season long about how it was more difficult for me to get our guys ready for a 9 or an 18-hole regular season match because they were primed and they were getting ready, looking forward to the district and the region tournaments.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Chloe has been so geared towards her goal of winning state that not that she took the district or the region lightly. She played well in the district, but to take the region lightly, knowing that she was going to qualify.
Yeah.
And that angle, because I think she really needs to clear her head of what happened at, a 77. A great score for me, but that's a little below par for her. But clear her mind of that and get back to her swing and the mechanics and the mental.
Right.
Because I think that's one of the strengths that she has that will propel her above some other girls that she's going to face.
Emily Anderson and her... Is Daniel high-fiving the camera? What's going on there?
Well, I looked at this.
Oh, okay.
It sometimes needs a focal point. Sometimes
we're not crazy, y'all. I don't know what Daniel's doing.
We're playing with new cameras.
Yeah, we got new cameras and all this
that
stuff.
could be mine and Kelly's job while y'all are talking golf. We'll just sit there and wave
at the camera.
Yeah, see. You did it, Casey.
We'll do putt in a minute.
I'm in on that one, buddy.
Emily Anderson shoots an 87 to complete her high school career at DeKalb County. Emily had a good postseason and finished strong down the stretch. DeKalb County again second on the girls' side. Stone Memorial finished third, followed by Upperman, Watertown, Livingston Academy. On the boys' side, Tigers end up finishing third with a 323, identical score to what they shot in district. As a matter of fact, Macon County wins it with a 303. Stone Memorial second with a 319. Brad Hale leads DeKalb County with a 77, and coach among individuals, he ends up 3 shots off being one of the qualifiers as an individual for state in his senior campaign. I know, very disappointed, but Brad's had a great DeKalb County high school golf career.
He really has, and I know that John's talked about him, backtracking a little bit, late in the season as they got close to tournaments, trending in the wrong direction, and I can't explain what happens there. You have the professional golfers that it's just not their week and they don't make the cut.
Yeah.
And he did chase 5 strokes off from the district to the region. Of course, he's familiar with. But, again, when you look at the guy from Gordonsville that played extremely well in the district, and then you have the entire team from Macon County that's going to be around par, and it just makes it difficult. So even though he shaved 5 strokes off, still a tough situation with the 77 trying to get into state.
The Tiger golf team finishes 29 and 27 on the year. William Blair had an 80. Adam Kogler shot 83, as did Cooper Goodwin. Jamison Troncoso finished with an 89. Upperman in 4th place, followed by Pickett County, Murfreesboro Central Magnet. By the way, girls finished their season 37 match wins, 7 losses overall. Casey Midget is in the house, and Casey was on hand Friday night as the DeKalb County Tigers. I don't know what Casey is looking at, but he is locked in on something over there.
I want to know if I have to start waving again.
Okay.
If you start waving,
I'm
it's
doing
gonna
my
mess it
job,
up.
man. You're out there, buddy.
Casey was on the radio Friday night as the DeKalb County with an impressive 35-7 win over York Institute. And he texted, I guess it was around halftime. I woke up. I always get Casey's text the next morning because I go to bed so early. But it was the best first half you had seen from the Tigers all year long, and a good bounce-back game for them. And I know York is not, they've struggled some themselves this year, but they've been in some very competitive ball games. Anytime you go to Jamestown and win by 28 points, and let's put this out there, the 7 they gave up wasn't by the defense. That was on a pick 6, so a great effort by Michael Shaw's defense shutting out York. Casey, that's a good win. DeKalb really needed that.
Yeah, big time. That interception, John threw, that kid was like a human bowling ball or something going down. Like I thought John knocked him out of bounds 3 times on the way down, and he ended up scoring. But yeah, you're right. That was the only score of the game for those folks. The defense played really well. I really thought about that game a lot on the way home, and I really think that the credit the players of the game for that win was the offensive and defensive lines, because I felt like, especially the offensive line it played its best game I've seen. They gave up one sack, and that sack could not be attributed to the offensive line. John just held the ball too long, and I think he'd tell you that too. But I thought they opened up holes for our running back. Cecil catching, man, I can't remember if it was the first or second play of the game. He broke free for 20 or 30 yards, and I'm thinking, man, this is exactly what we need to do. And then he fumbled. So you worry, is it going to be this game, where everything turns against you? And the defense stepped in and gave up, I think, 10 or 12 total yards to them all on that first drive and turned the ball right back over to us, and it was pretty much on then after that. Gavin Frazier had a good evening. He, of course, he had 3 touchdowns. Cecil I got hurt towards halftime, and so that allowed Gavin, a lot more playing time.
I was wondering what happened seeing Frazier with the 3 touchdowns.
Right.
I asked Tom if he knew, and he wasn't sure.
No, he got hurt towards I can't remember if it was right before halftime or right after halftime, but he did get hurt. I think he's okay now. Hey, speaking of getting hurt, I'll tell you, it was wild. Of course, I was doing the radio. It was neat. Not neat. It was different. There's a big play down there, and you see this kid rolling around on the ground.
Oh, you messed it up again. Every time y'all wave.
Oh, there's Tom again.
It just zooms in on Tom.
Yeah, well, it's got to pick the ugliest thing to look at, I guess.
Let me come over here and stand next.
There you go. Now you get there. Here we go. We have too much fun. Yeah, thank you.
This is the typical outtake.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking at myself. I don't like looking at myself anyway. So.
I don't know. Tom's pretty cute, I guess. That's why Kelly sits next to him every time.
Oh, I haven't showered today, by the way.
What were we talking about anyway? Was it baseball? I can't remember.
Hockey.
I got you sidetracked. The running game, offensive line doing a great job. Defensive line, you're about to get to them.
Oh, yeah, Reed.
Radio. You were talking about the radio.
That's
actually.
right. Yeah, I'm sitting there.
Injured player.
I'm sitting there. We go down towards the goal. I think this was the play. I think it was. We may have been on defense, or it may have been a kickoff. It all kind of runs together. But and then we're all talking about it, and I look, and there's a kid rolling around on the ground down there. He's hurt. It's like, oh no, who's that? And they pick up the binoculars. Oh well, that's Reed. So here I am on the radio, not knowing exactly how to handle that, because you're looking at him. He looked like he was in a lot of pain down there. He was rolling around pretty good, and I sort of look at Luke, and it's like. He goes, who is that? I said, I think that's Reed. He goes, oh, well, let's go to commercial break. So, good for him, man. I guess he knew what was going on. Of course, it ended up being fine. Reed actually had a dislocated kneecap, so they put it back in, and he got in and played, next series, so it wasn't that bad. But that was kind of neat seeing that. That was another first for me, calling your son's injury there. But
Well, we were in Memphis playing, and the only time my teammate cleared the basketball. And she cleared it with her elbow into my face, and so it broke my nose. And I kept trying to get up, and the trainer's going, lay down, because I couldn't even see. It was kind of one of those, I didn't have a concussion, I couldn't see. And so, but I had trained my parents, don't ever come on the court. And so my parents are just sitting here watching the game, and the trainer's going, what's your parents' name? And I tell them, and she's going, and they're just watching the game. And I finally stood up, blood going everywhere. And I was like, hey, she needs you down here. They're like, is it okay for us to come down there? And I'm like, yeah. So see, he's got you trained.
Well, I guess he, getting information out of Reed's like trying to talk to that wall over there. So, what happened? After the game, what happened, Reed? Nothing.
Then it should have followed it up with him. Why were you rolling around and taking a timeout?
Yeah, you just wanted some attention down there, I guess.
Well, Tom knows my story. At least you didn't have to call him getting a red card and getting kicked out of a game for broadcasting. You missed that experience.
That is a classic. That will live on forever.
You did what?
2 years ago, maybe two. Boys soccer team's really, really good. They're hosting a sub-state game. Winner goes to state tournament. Connor's goalkeeper around the 15-minute mark, he gets a red card and gets kicked out of the game.
And you're broadcasting.
And we're broadcasting it live, and I'm having to explain, hey, that's my boy.
He did exactly what I told him to.
A red card means he.
No warning, that's it.
And we will be talking about that when we get home.
Kelly, your time is coming up because, with Maddox and we.
Well, no, it'll be Marley.
Or Marley, yeah, one or the other. We will we'll definitely probably have you on the air, and something crazy will happen. And
they already know. Her nose was bleeding when softball game. I was like, just stick some toilet paper up in there and go on out there. I said, you'll be fine.
Anyway, good win for the DeKalb County Tigers. They go to 3-4. They go to White County next week. They've got 3 region games left. They have to win 2 to make the playoffs. And we'll talk more about this coming up later on in the show, how important the game at White County is going to be next week, and kind of look at that region picture right now because things are starting to take shape just a little bit, and we'll get more involved in that. Next segment, we're going to talk volleyball. The Tigerettes and the JV team both get a varsity win this week over Cannon County. Varsity won 26-24. 18-25, 25-18, 23-25, 16-14, so 3-2 in their match over the Lionettes. JV won in 3 sets, 25-22, 16-25, 15-13. Now they get set for postseason. Again, JV participated in their district tournament yesterday. We'll talk about that. That's coming up on our next segment, so stick with us. You're watching DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Home Services is your trusted partner for comprehensive excavation and septic solutions. With a combined 30 years of experience, our team of skilled professionals deliver reliable, high-quality work for both residential and commercial projects. We understand the unique challenges of Middle Tennessee's terrain and provide customized services. From basic excavation to complex septic system installations, we have the expertise and equipment to handle jobs of any size or complexity. Put us to work for you. Home Services, 615-597-6287.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7200. 888-848-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-size to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractor work just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
DC Blitz on a Sunday afternoon. Where can you find DC Blitz? Coach Vance was asking earlier. He don't even know where we're at. I know, I'm picking on him. You can watch us on Facebook Live on our DC Blitz Facebook page and also available on the Blitz YouTube channel. Are we flickering? We're flickering. We keep watching our
getting ready for Halloween.
Oh, it is that time of year. I love Halloween. Are you dressing up?
Yeah, well, I think so. We completely went black.
All right. You speaking of Halloween. Now listen, we're in the Baptist church. We don't need to be having no gremlins and ghouls in here.
No, but I have came up with some Halloween games for my kids to play at school. But
okay.
As dressing up, sometimes I do. It depends on what the weather is outside.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I've got to make a costume this week though.
It's on Friday, so
you should come to our house and we're the Halloween house of the golf course.
Well, Maddox has said he wants to go to the football game, so I'm like, great, I'm going to be making 2 trips to Smithville. Marley wants to go to Gordonsville because we always go with our family to Gordonsville to trick-or-treat because they shut the whole street down. It's pretty cool.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I'm like, I don't really know what my Halloween plans are going to be. Maybe
I'm going to get on a soapbox here, and I'm going to make Coach Trapp mad probably. But they moved the football game to Thursday.
Gordonsville, it's the Gordonsville Carthage game. I'm
Thursday.
Pretty sure, and they've moved it to Thursday.
Every other game in our region's on Thursday. Ours is on Friday on Halloween. Very sad.
Last year it was on Halloween on a Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, that is right. So
I'm a little salty.
Move that mic a little closer, Coach Kayla. Coach Kayla Johnson with us this morning. Are you dressing up for Halloween?
Yes.
Okay. Because you're the place to go, right?
Yeah, we're the place to go on the golf course. We give out full-size candy bars. We have over 600 kids that come see us. So, but yes, so my children decided that me and my husband are going to be Beth and Rip from,
from Yellowstone. Okay, yes. That's great. That's great.
Our costumes are all picked out.
There you go.
We actually decorated yesterday for Halloween. So those that know where I live on the golf course, they can come by and see.
Just don't roll you, right?
I don't care if you roll me, just don't damage my Halloween costume, my stuff.
Your decorations.
Yes.
I got you. All right, we're going to talk volleyball. We can talk Halloween, but I want to talk volleyball because the junior varsity team district tournament was yesterday, but I want to go back before that. Because earlier this week, the JV won their first ever match. Now, you've won a couple sets against Stone and against Livingston Academy, but, Coach, I believe this was the first overall match win for the JV, correct?
That was. It was very exciting for them. It was nice to see them all come together. They had worked really, really hard. They'd get there, and then we'd have a couple little miscues right at the end. And it was nice to see them all put it together, all work together. I contribute that not only to the girls, but also to the varsity, but also to our parents because they believe in them. And even when they got down on their self, they were there to be loud and proud for them.
We're going to go to assistant coach Madison Cross that's with us this morning. How excited was everybody to get? I know y'all have had so many milestones this year, and I know it's been very exciting, but for the JV to get their win, what was that atmosphere like?
Well, it was, I feel like the girls, have put in so much time, and energy, effort into, practices. And so it was almost like a relief. It's like, we can do this. We got this.
Yeah.
And after the JV win, Kayla almost knocked me over in a football tackle.
We're just so excited. Yeah. We're excited for them, but we're also excited because it's like all the hard work and dedication, Madison and I were talking, it was like, since May, we've been go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And it's like, finally, it's paying off.
Right. Kaylee Womack and Ellie Ray are players with the JV team here with us. Kaylee, I'll ask you, who was more excited, the coaches or the team?
Definitely the coaches.
How did they act? I know they're going to tell us a little bit, but how did they really act?
Like screaming and jumping.
What about parents?
Yeah, that too.
Were they on the same level as the coaches? No.
Ellie, did it feel like it was, I guess, even more gratifying that the win came against Cannon County, who's notoriously our biggest rival?
Yeah, it was a pretty good feeling.
Yeah. Well, Coach Caleb, we'll come back to you, and great to get that another milestone. It's been a great season, and I know it's been step after step, but this program has really taken some big strides, I think, this year. Yesterday, you go into the JV tournament at Livingston, I believe, and match up with Cumberland County. Kind of walk us through what happened with the match and how the day was for the volleyball team.
Well, we'll just start off that we got there at 8:15 for a 9 a.m. match, and we didn't play till 10.
Well.
So, thankfully, Livingston was very nice. Miss Christy Jenkins over there is a phenomenal coach, and so she let us go into their own locker room. They had some bikes and things, and I told the girls, I was like, at 9 o'clock, y'all need to get up from laying down here, and I don't care what you do, but you need to get your energy flowing.
Yeah.
So next thing I know, I get a Snapchat of them on these bikes and all that, and I'm just like, whatever, kids. As long as you're stretched and ready to go, we're good. But they came in with energy. They did really, really good in the beginning, working together. We had to move some pieces around. One of the people that has made a good impact this season is Miss Mia Hall. She had a wedding that was for her aunt that was planned way before the district tournament, and that was a hard decision for her, but I told her that she needed to go be with her family. Volleyball will be here when you get back.
Right.
But she makes a big asset on our back row in our defense. She was not there. Lakeland Nelson stepped up and played all the way around, and we had to move a couple people around. We also had Miss Molly Tays, who has came back from multiple injuries.
She rides my butt. I'm like, honey, you need a bubble.
She does. The poor baby. She only got to play in 2 games, but let me tell you what. Her ability to pass and so nonchalant is phenomenal. But she got in a couple spots yesterday, yesterday, because yesterday was Saturday, that she should have been somewhere, and she got really down on herself. Mm-hmm. And the whole team picked her up and was like, Miley, honey, you just came back. You're doing good. But needless to say, the tournament, we did end up losing. One of the things that I had to make an adjustment in the match was there were a couple players that we were going against that had not played down in JV.
Yeah.
So it was a disadvantage to my girls. That aspect was frustrating as a coach because
I can imagine so. Yeah,
I had my other girls there that just play varsity, where we are a new team and we have girls that have no experience. I do have my freshmen and a sophomore that go back and forth.
Right.
But I have 5 that do not cross back over.
Mm-hmm.
intentionally because that's not right. One, it takes away from my JV girls that are learning, and two, I just don't feel that that's the correct way to do it.
Sure.
So we faced a couple yesterday that they should not have had to play, that were getting kills that were not JV level kills.
Right.
So that was a little bit frustrating, and I told the girls at the end they did good,
Mm-hmm.
and if we would have played how we should have played, it would have been a much closer match. It is to say, but I was still proud of them for how they did. And coming together and finishing.
I don't want to discredit winning because, sports, it's a competition. You want to win. But when you look at a junior varsity, for the sake of just trying to win and maybe bringing some players down that normally don't play on a JV level, to me also, it stunts the growth of your junior varsity, who you're really trying to develop, and teach the intangibles of the game. Some, like, for you all, it's the first time they played the game on a any kind of organized level. To me, it hurts all the way around because you're denying players an opportunity to get better in a very competitive situation at a postseason tournament.
Well, my view on that, and I agree with you, Tom, and my other view on that court, the girls that had on that court, only one had experience, and that was Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only one, and she was playing the libero spot.
Yeah.
Nobody else on that court had ever played before.
Yeah.
So they could have, if they felt the need to use them later, they could have, but there was no reason to use them for us. It was not appropriate in my opinion. So, but I told the girls, I was like, for who we went against, what we did, y'all accomplished a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to hold your head down.
With the junior varsity and some of these girls that are playing for the first time, and maybe they played in PE and stuff like that, but what are some of the basic fundamentals you're starting out teaching this group that you started from the beginning of the season?
So I'll do my part and I'll let Madison do hers because we kind of break up into sections.
Okay.
I do back row passing, serving. Avery AG helps with setting, and then Madison helps blocking and hitting.
Okay.
And so we first start with the basics. First, you got to get your platform correct. Can't swing your platform. Swing your platform, you have no control.
Right.
So your platform, getting your feet correct when you're trying to approach the ball. Ready, up, as Madison would do for blocking. If you don't get those basic things down, then you can't go do all the fancy stuff.
Right.
And I tell the girls all the time, we're not doing all that over there.
Yeah.
That looks fancy, crazy, all that. That looks college over there, especially when you're looking at Upperman. They're a fantastic program Tori's got over there. I'm like, we're going to play our ball. We're going to play pass, set, hit.
Yeah.
Pass, set, hit. We're not doing all the slipping or the flinging and all the things of the ball. We're just going to play basic, and then eventually we can get there.
Yeah. Okay. And Madison, let's talk about your part and what you do in terms of development.
Yeah, I mainly work with the front row girls, really trying to develop our hitters. I think Jordan and Sophie have done a great job.
Bump that mic a little closer to you. It's cutting out a little bit, so we can hear you better. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Hello.
There you go.
Yeah. Jordan and Sophie, they've had experience last year, but, they've only played 1 year, and hitting is a very technical, position.
Right.
And so working with them, and then all of our other front row girls, Kaylee's done an amazing job stepping up, being aggressive. She's a middle blocker, so her job is to, not let that ball get back over the net. And she's done a great job being aggressive against the other teams and stepping up. So, yeah, I'm really proud of her.
Kaylee, is this your first year playing organized volleyball of any kind?
Yes, sir.
What do you enjoy most about it?
I just like the competitive.
Again, move that mic a little bit closer. You're cutting out a little bit. Okay. What did you say you enjoy most?
I just like being competitive.
Yeah.
That's just something that I've always enjoyed.
Now I know you play basketball, so compare and contrast maybe basketball and volleyball, some things that maybe have helped you that you learned in basketball with volleyball and some things that are really just brand new to you.
A lot of things are brand new. Passing, that's definitely a new one.
Yeah.
Hitting, honestly, everything's new except jumping.
I got you. Okay, Ellie, same question to you as far as, is this the first time you played organized volleyball?
Well, I played last year, but this is the first organized volleyball.
Okay, yeah, Mike again. Yeah, sorry.
Look, I had these two girls in class. I don't know why they're being quiet now. They're loud all the time. This is the only time they're talking.
They ever get in trouble for talking? Maybe.
Well, you don't get in trouble for talking in my class, but I'm sure they had some cafeteria. issues with me and Clyde.
What do you enjoy most about volleyball, Ellie?
Definitely whenever the other team's like in the net or something, and then they don't call it, and then we get the point, and it's just like the best feeling ever.
Yeah. All right, Kelly, since you've had these girls in class.
So from where you started to where you've ended, because your JV season is over now, what have you seen as a team that you've grown, and what have you individually, what skill have you individually grown as? Because like you're probably maybe the future libera for next year, correct? Maybe. I mean, that's what you're competing for, correct? Okay. So what have you learned this year to take into next year? And like, what is your what have you seen the team grow from the beginning of the year to the end of the year? Like, what have y'all done?
I think the back row people have definitely understood that they're gonna, if they see you like nervous, they're gonna come at you. So you just have to be ready all the time. And I think the first time they didn't know what like was about to happen. So now that I feel like they know how hard it actually is. But for myself, I would throw myself to get a ball off the ground if I can. So I guess that's what I've learned from the beginning of season to the end of season.
Now, watching Kayla throughout the 2 years, does that give you a good understanding of what you're going to have to step up into next year and try to do? Oh, sorry, Riley. I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely. Riley's very
You're not out there jumping around?
Yeah, no. I broke my foot in April trying to show him what to do. What are you talking about?
My bad. Watching Riley, have you seen like what steps you've got to do, what you've got to do to get better?
Yes, she's very determined to get every ball up. It's a constant, like, she knows what she's got to do.
Coach Kayla, I want to talk to you about these two girls making all tournament for the junior varsity district tournament, and just if you would share some stories about them, and just I know you're proud of them in the strides they've made, as well as all of the players. But what have stood out about these two young ladies?
So we'll start with Kaylee. Kaylee can read the ball on the net better than anybody on our team. Mm-hmm. Her ability to see, and I contribute that also to basketball, but her ability, she can see it coming, and she's up there. As long as she's got her timing right, it's going left or right of them. She's going to be able to block it or swat it down, or if they make an incorrect pass up at the net, she's able to get up there. And a little thing that some people don't realize about Kaylee is we learned that she can set a ball. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so that has helped us as well. This past weekend, she set several times when we got into spots where our setter had to take first ball, and Kaylee took it and set and did great.
Awesome.
So Kaylee and Ellie both, they go back and forth on JV and varsity. But Kaylee this year, she served in JV, and then there come a time that she had to serve in varsity too, which I know she was a little scared about at times. She'd go, "What?
Yeah.
You want me to serve? Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes."
Yeah.
And then there was times that she had to play back row. She's like, "Me? You want me to go play back row? Okay." My favorite memory though is I believe it's when we were playing. Correct me, which team was it? Where were we playing? Were we playing Cumberland or Stone or Upperman? Which one was it?
I think it was Upperman.
Upperman? Okay, we were playing Upperman. So we had made an adjustment to our defense, and we pulled Lakeland off of middle. We put Millie at middle, and Kaylee did not know it, but she was going to play middle that night.
Okay.
And they do the starting lineup, and we're going, and then they go, Kaylee Womack. And she goes, "What?"
She's like, "Well, we have a video of her." She's like,
yeah, I saved it. In her what? Me? What? I mean, probably for 20 seconds. What? And then the whole team leaves the line, and she's still standing up there. What? And then she went out there and she dominated. She did good.
Awesome.
And I'm like, "See, kid."
Yeah.
But she's great. Sometimes though, she looks at you and it's like there's nothing there, and she's like, "What did I do?" And you're trying to tell her, and it's just not there. But she's a great asset. Miss Ellie, she got a pretty serious concussion back when we played Watertown at home, and I was really, really worried about that. But Ellie has bounced back. She has done fantastic. We swap her and Kennedy Odom out at libero or middle back sometimes, depending on who we're playing.
Right.
Because if it's somebody that's going to attack middle back, I put Ellie there. If it's somebody that hits more across, I put Ellie there.
Yeah.
So it just depends on who we're playing. And Ellie has bounced back tremendously from her concussion. She worked really, really hard. She wanted to make sure that she could come back, and she does phenomenal.
Yeah.
We played at Warren County, and that was the first game that Ellie could come back, and I was a little nervous to put her out there at first. So I didn't put her out at first. And then I looked at Madison and I was like, you know what we got to do? Their energy was down. It wasn't connected.
Yeah.
I switched her. I put a libero jersey on her and put Odom into sub in for Emmeline to play back row, and immediately the energy was so much better.
Wow.
She does a great job at keeping everybody up. She does get down on herself, but then we're like, come on, baby, let's go.
Yeah.
And then she's back in it.
Picks right back up.
She does. So I just want to go over a little bit of their stats with you.
Sure.
Miss Kaylee, and this is JV and varsity, so combined.
Okay.
So she's had 9 aces on the year, 20 blocks, and 50 kills for a kid that's never played. Like
Wow.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Miss Ellie's had 3 aces, 10 kills from the back row.
Yeah.
Right at 100 digs, and then 261 serve receives, meaning she has taken the ball 261 times when the other team has served to us. So she is definitely an asset on the back row, and Miss Kaylee is definitely an asset on the front row.
Awesome. I'm curious about receiving serve. Kind of, what's that like? I mean, because I guess I'm equating to tennis, where I know you're receiving a serve, but what is that like on a volleyball sense?
It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's like getting hit with a dodgeball, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to be able to take it and then make sure it doesn't go back over the net where you're not killed right back at yourself again.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard reading the ball because it'll curve or it'll go flow or it'll just drop, and so you have to be able to read the ball very well.
Okay. Wow. That seems like it would be very challenging. You got to be alert at all times, I'm sure, just to be a heads up. Ladies, you've had a great year. I mean, again, the program is growing, I think, at a great rate, and I see a lot of success coming during y'all's tenure with the volleyball team. Coach, both of you have done a fantastic job this year. I love your passion for it. That's what really stands out, the energy, the enthusiasm. I think about every match they've won, Kelly. Kayla's calling me up and just so excited, and I'm excited, just to hear it. But she makes you even more excited because they love this, and y'all have got so much passion for the game.
So I have a question. Back the last time you were on, you were talking about the special equipment that you were needing. Have you had? How close are you to being able to afford that?
So we've had a little bit of a setback. That machine is no longer available. However,
you're speaking some language.
Yes, But we start district tournament on Monday, and then on Tuesday we go to Upperman. I'm going to go see Tori on Tuesday. They actually might have this piece of equipment that we're looking for, and she does not use it because her girls don't need this piece anymore. And if it is what we need, then we're going to figure out for them to sell it to us at where they can make a little bit of money for their program, but they can also help our program.
That'd be awesome.
Our gate, I want to thank everybody that came to our games because our last 2 gates were amazing. Our day game was great. We didn't have many adults that come. We only had 15, but our school showed out.
Yeah.
It was full. It was so nice that all the kids that came and supported. They didn't really get into it the first match. Well, we didn't really play good the first match. But then the third match, it was tied going. And then Mr. Willoughby came and said, we got to dismiss for the buses. And I said, are you serious?
Hey, the buses can wait.
I said that. I said, we need 2 points. We have the mojo.
Look at me. No, the buses cannot wait.
Oh, he informed me the buses could not wait. And then my husband, when I got home, he said, you really wanted them to hold the bus? I said, yeah.
Heck yeah.
As a bus driver with 45 kids already on the bus waiting on those 2 high school buses to get to the West School. No.
Oh, come on, Kelly. For the love of volleyball.
You could have kept all the car riders. Just keep the car riders.
Well, a huge group of them were bus riders, so they had to go. But it's okay.
Did you have any players that were bus riders?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that you didn't want players walking out in the middle of the game. So. Well, ladies, it's been fun this year, and I know we're not done with the coaches yet. We're going to come back and talk a varsity segment, but big congrats to the JV team, and I know, again, I know the next 4 years is going to be a lot of excitement with these young players, so we're looking forward to it. All right, we come back. We're going to shift gears and talk varsity Tigerette volleyball. This is DC Blitz. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
At DeKalb County Insurance, we proudly support our local sports teams, always rooting for the Saints, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Vols. And off the field, we're here for our community too, helping you understand your Medicare options with care and clarity. We're not affiliated with Medicare, but we're here to help you make informed decisions by finding the best plan that fits your healthcare needs. Open enrollment for 2025 runs from October 15th to December 7th. Give us a call to set up your Medicare evaluation at 615-597-0660, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please note, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to plans we do offer. Go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all of your options.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Ignite HVAC Electrical and Plumbing is one of the top HVAC contractors in Middle Tennessee, offering both residential and commercial sales, installation, and services. We want to set ourselves apart from the rest of the HVAC industry by providing a seamless experience from your project start to finish. We are constantly improving our skills to continue to meet every expectation for our customers. Let Ignite serve your HVAC Electrical and Plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night, as we study together and worship our Lord. For 20 years, Southern Landscape Supply has been serving DeKalb County and the Upper Cumberland with everything you need to keep your lawn looking its best. From grass seed and fertilizer to top quality mowers and tractors, we've got you covered. And when it comes time for maintenance, our full parts and service department is here to keep your equipment running strong. Whether you're tackling the backyard or the back 40, trust your hometown experts at Southern Landscape Supply. Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville.
See, y'all missed all the fun. The girls were singing.
Oh, yeah. It was beautiful.
And now they don't want to sing anymore. What's up with that?
Come on, Millie, you want to sing?
What song?
No, she doesn't.
She's like, yeah, let's do this. I don't see a lot of shyness with this group.
None at all. You never know what you're going to get. Never.
Well, we are set to talk some varsity Tigerette volleyball. And shame on me. I've been calling y'all Lady Tigers up until about the last 2 weeks, and then I realized it's Tigerettes.
We are the Tigerettes.
Yeah.
We Coach Horton followed that through with Coach Jenny Bond from softball, so we pulled that through with volleyball.
I'm really all about bringing basketball back to Tigerettes because for many years it was Tigerettes, and I think it changed somewhere in the mid-'90s to Lady Tigers for whatever reason. But anyway, I like Tigerettes. So.
Well, we followed the same Tiger as Coach AG when he switched over this past year from the Missouri Tiger back to the original Tiger. We followed suit with that.
All right, so this varsity team, they're getting ready for the postseason. But let's go back and talk about Cannon County because anytime DeKalb beats Cannon in anything, we're going to brag about it. When they beat us, they're going to brag about it. So let's talk about this match. And earlier this year, Coach, y'all stole a set from them at home, but you go to their home court and you beat them.
We did.
What was that? What did you see as far as differences from that first match early in the season to this match in your team?
Well, I want to recap that first match. That first win was like everything these girls had done over the summer paid off.
Right.
It was like, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. And then we get to Cannon, and I was looking at Mass, and I was like, we got this. We got this.
Mm-hmm.
And they did good. They had a couple little moments, but they communicated great. They worked great. I will tell you, though, we had a little scary moment at the beginning. We were warming up, and a little girl decided to roll the volleyball, and it went right under Jordan over here, and she came down, and her ankle popped, and we were all like, oh, God. What's going to happen? And true Jordan fashion, she said, tape it up, I'm playing, baby. And so we started Emmeline to begin with, give Jordan just a minute. Jordan came in, and she played one of her best games.
Awesome. So you weren't going to be denied, right? You were going to play.
No, I was not going to be denied. I told their trainer, I said, tape it where I can't feel it. I do not care.
Yeah.
I do not care. I'm not sitting out the last district game.
Absolutely. So it means a lot, especially against Cannon.
Yes.
Got to go out there and play against. Jordan, I'll start with you. And what do you feel like you've seen as far as the biggest improvement from the start of the season to now in this team?
I definitely think our setter and hitter chemistry have gotten a lot better. We can read Haley's sets a lot better, and she knows how we like it more, and our timing and hits and stuff are a lot better.
Jordan, you play outside. What is that position? What's the responsibilities of it?
So I am a hitter and a blocker, and as well as covering when Millie goes to hit and making sure if there's a block that I'm down beside her to get the ball back up.
Okay. You played last year as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, we talked about from the beginning of the year to now. How about from the beginning of last year to now? What's maybe the biggest areas of growth that you've seen in the program?
I think, honestly, everything. Our team was a lot closer this year than they were last year. We just all meshed a lot better this year, and so our communication throughout the year was a lot better, and we knew more of how each other played because we had played with each other in other sports. So I definitely think that helped, where we had girls coming in that we knew their athletic ability and how they play.
Communication was a word that you said in the middle of that. How important is that in volleyball?
That is definitely one of the most important things. It doesn't matter if you have the best skill out there. If you can't communicate with somebody, then you're just going to run all over each other and can't get the ball back up.
Confidence level from beginning of last year to now, how much has that changed?
I definitely think my confidence in myself and as well as my other teammates are a lot better. I trust them to do their job. I hope they trust me to do my job. So I definitely think our confidence has gotten a lot better because we've gotten a lot more reps this year with like our one specific spot. We're like reps on reps on reps. So it's definitely helping.
Let's go to Haley Moore next. Freshman on the team is a setter. Now, what is your responsibility on the court?
To set the hitters up.
Set the hitters. So walk me through what you're doing every time you've got the ball. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
To set it towards the 5-foot line and make it hittable.
Okay, so you just put it up and that way.
You can't do that, Tom.
You
no,
can't
you
do
can't
that?
do that.
Oh, okay.
No,
All
that's
right.
a lift.
All right, so teach the uneducated here.
You can set like this, or you can set a bump set like this.
Okay.
You want a set like this. You have more control. You can do a lot more with it.
And you can't kick it.
I mean, you don't want to. You don't have a lot of control.
Haley, what do you enjoy most about volleyball?
Probably just being with my team and like having a good time.
You're a freshman, correct?
Yeah.
Is this the first time you played organized volleyball?
Yeah.
What drew you to this sport?
All my friends wanted to play it, so I wanted to play it with them.
Did you ever play like in middle school, just like PE or something, just for fun?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Yeah, what makes it an exciting game to play?
Everything.
Have you played any other sports?
Yeah, softball.
Okay, so like compared to softball in terms of, softball, there's, I guess, not a constant flow of activity going on, right? So it's a little bit faster pace when you're playing volleyball, correct?
Yeah.
Do you like that faster pace better?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, get your blood flowing a little bit more. All right, let's come down to Millie Barton. She is the middle blocker. So what are you doing? I assume you're blocking.
Yeah, I'm the main blocker. I block like right side, outside, and middle.
Okay.
And I hit sometimes.
Okay, you hit sometimes.
I'm not like one of the main hitters. Normally outside and right side are the main hitters.
Now, I'm just, again, throwing out an uneducated guess here, but as blocker, when the ball's coming over the net, you're trying to stop it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How difficult is it following everything and being prepared to do that, watching where the ball is going?
You just have to really have your timing on point because if the setter is really fast, you can't really track it as well. But
Okay, I got you. Did you play last year, Millie?
yeah, I did.
Okay. What do you feel like some of the changes in your game, improvements, things that you've seen, that you personally are proud of, that you've taken some measures and steps to improve your game in?
I think Coach Madison has really helped me a lot with my hitting and blocking. I feel more confident that I can get the ball.
What do you like about this team?
I like being with all my friends and how close we all are.
Do y'all ever argue?
Yeah.
I knew I'd get an honest answer out of Millie. I knew I would. On court, off court, both?
Both.
Can we hear, move, Millie?
What are some things you want to improve at in your game?
Probably just my ability to
What? I said it. Head down.
my ability to play, be a better passer and play more spots.
Now, I know you play basketball as well. You and Jordan both play basketball, but I'll ask you, are there any things in basketball that translate over to volleyball that kind of help you in a way?
Probably just my jumping.
Okay.
But that's probably it.
Let me ask you let me reverse it. Are there things in volleyball that help you in basketball?
I think my timing has gotten better in basketball because of volleyball.
Jordan, I can ask you the same question. Looking both ways, is there one thing in volleyball that helps you in basketball and one thing in basketball that helps you in volleyball?
I think volleyball helps reading the passes more. I think even in camps we had a lot more skills, just being able to read a ball better.
Yeah.
That definitely helped a lot. And then jumping, timing. I know especially for Millie with getting blocks because she gets blocks in basketball as well. So that timing helps as well.
We're going to go down the end to junior Riley Wilbur. She's the libero. I love that word, libero. I know we've asked this question, but what does the libero do? For anybody maybe watching that doesn't know much about volleyball, what do you do?
I serve receive, and when the other team hits the ball, I usually am the first one to get it. That way it gives the hitters and our setter enough time to get where they need to be.
Now, where are you on the court?
So if so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I play in the 5. I play left back.
Okay, all right. So basically, you're always looking for the ball. You're usually the first one to react to the ball. This is your second year playing too, correct?
Yes, sir.
What about you? As far as what you've grown, what areas have you grown in the most in the game of volleyball? Areas of improvement.
My passing has most definitely improved, and especially on serve receive. Serve receive's really hard.
Really hard.
Yes.
What's the most difficult thing about that? Just being aware of where the ball is going.
Well, yeah, and some people have like different types of serves. Like it can float, it'll drop really soon, or some people, their teammates stand in front of them, so then you can't see when the ball goes up. So you see it as soon as it crosses the net.
Gotcha.
So it's a little harder.
What has been the biggest area of improvement in the team as a whole from last year to this year?
Definitely our chemistry, where we have grown so much closer together, and that we've all had a year of experience. Well, not everybody, but most of us have.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much easier on the court because we can trust each other so much more and trust each other's ability.
Riley, as a second-year player, what are some of you that have played both years now telling some of the younger players that are just playing the game for the first time? What are some things you're telling them to kind of help speed up the process of learning the game for them?
Just to have fun, really. I mean, this is kind of like this is not anybody's main sport, so
Yeah.
just to have fun and enjoy it. But to also take it seriously in a way as well, because obviously we all want to win.
Yeah.
But to just pay attention and listen, and just most importantly have fun.
All right, let's just do some off-the-wall questions here. Who's the craziest person on this team?
It's definitely Millie.
Millie, why are you the craziest person on this team?
I don't know. I guess I'm just.
She does splits in the middle of a set. I mean,
Okay.
I think me and Haley.
I think it's
Yeah.
got to be between
When
the two
they're
of them.
together, it's like oh
it's
my
two
gosh.
negatives doesn't make a positive. It makes another negative.
And even you throw Emmeline into this mix too, it's even worse.
I
Kidney
got you.
Odom as
Okay.
well.
Yes, that little
All right.
freshman
we
group.
have a thing called, or they have a, Haley has a thing called the Haley Aura.
Uh-huh.
And whenever they get down, we're like, all right, Haley Aura. And she's like, it's right here.
See, she's sitting here being so quiet.
Oh, she's so shy right now.
Yeah.
It's not even funny.
Yeah, she seems so low key and quiet, and I'm finding out all this stuff. All right, Haley, what is is there a pregame ritual that you all do before every match to kind of get yourself fired up?
Just, I don't know. Pray.
Okay. So, well, that's always a great thing to do anytime. I just didn't know if there was a kind of an amp up sort of routine that y'all go through. Anything, nothing at all like that?
Not really.
They're all being shy, except
are.
Joe Jordan doesn't seem shy at all. So
Yeah.
she's Jordan. Where do you see this program being? Let's say in another year or two. What do you think what direction is it heading?
State championship.
That would be amazing, but I definitely think we'll be able to. We'll be a lot more competitive
Yeah.
this year and next year, because we'll have that same group of 5 that started it going up until we won't lose anybody until Riley's a senior.
Yeah.
So, and even when we do have that happen, we'll have Ellie as our libero, which has been liberoing in JV, and
Right.
we also have played with her just back row normally.
Yeah.
So I definitely think we'll be very competitive.
You got a lot to be excited about.
We do. We
Very
have a
much so.
lot.
District tournament starts tomorrow.
It does.
What kind of give us are you traveling? I believe.
We are traveling. We are traveling to Stone Memorial.
Okay.
And I'll give you a little back set. Okay. So
Okay.
one of my goals this season was for us not to be in last in districts. However, when we beat Cannon, I thought since they had forfeited a couple of district matches, that would allow us to move to 6. But the way our bylaws are, it did not. So we are in 7th. I believe it'll actually work into our advantage.
Yeah.
Because when we went to Stone, one of our sets, we went 23-25 with them.
Right.
I think that they have the ability. Our girls have the ability when they work together. I think that they're not going to allow them to come in and just run over them.
Yeah.
I think that as long as they come in, show up, and do, like I tell our girls all the time, we ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
We have nothing to lose. Everybody else is what's got something to lose. So that's some people are a little scared of us because they're like, guys, y'all are so much better than the year
After
before.
seeing them, I'd be scared too.
But
Crazy bunch.
we are excited.
Good.
They've done the work.
Yeah.
They've we have spent a lot of time this season, like Jordan had said, about focusing on their spot, so that they feel confident and can be able to see different aspects that could happen in that area.
Sure.
But I feel that as long as they work together, that we'll be fine.
Tournament, is it single elimination?
It is single elimination.
Okay, so you win. Let's say you win tomorrow.
We are going to win.
Okay, hey, I like it. You heard it here first. Riley is confident, and I like that. I like
We're going to win a
confidence.
set. I don't mean the whole match.
Oh,
We're winning
okay.
a set.
No,
We're
all
winning
right.
the whole match.
We're going to make them go to 4.
We're going to win a set. And then we're going to say we want another one. Then we're going to win the second one. And then we're going to sweep them.
I like it. I love it. I love confidence. Okay.
Or reverse sweep.
We won't.
Yes,
I don't want to get too far ahead, but just for folks that are following, what happens if you do win tomorrow?
So the way our district runs is the first game is the satellite game, so the higher seed host.
Okay.
On the second day, which is Tuesday, we go to Upperman.
Okay.
Upperman's number 1 in our district, and we had changed in our bylaws for our district. Whoever was number 1 got to host. They got that reward of being able to host. So everybody that makes it to day 2 travels to Upperman. The games then will start, and it's at 6 and then at 7:30.
Okay. So, what time's the game tomorrow again?
Tomorrow's at 6 o'clock at Stone Memorial.
At Stone. And Stone's right up I-40, exit 317. Buc-ee's is right there, too. So, you can go get you a big burrito and then go watch volleyball and then stop back by Buc-ee's and get a barbecue sandwich.
We always have to stop at Buc-ee's.
Of course you do.
I like the gas. It's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So get out and support the volleyball team. Before we wrap this segment up, I know we usually save this for the last segment, but we do want to announce this week's Good Health Family Clinic Student Athlete of the Week is Riley Wilbur. Riley carried our popular vote, and she also carried the vote among our panelists this week. So congratulations to Riley, second volleyball player.
That is there.
I have been beat. This is about time. I have been beat by a cross-country kid and a soccer player. I'm done.
I got beat by golf. That makes you feel any better.
Cross-country is worse than golf. To be beat by. Oh, no, man. All they do is run.
And on that, we're going to break.
Yes.
But can I share a couple things with you?
Yes.
Just with these girls right here. I wrote down a couple stats just because I think it is important. Even though that, I want to start with Haley. Haley had 16 kills this season.
Yeah.
And what she did was she did dump sets, which is where she's not setting. It looks like she's setting the girls to hit, but she's actually attacking over the net and it's falling down.
Okay.
So she had 16 of those.
Wow.
She had 2 blocks. She had 239 assists and 14 aces.
Wow.
Jordan had over 100 kills this season with 10 blocks, 23 aces, and over 100 digs. Jordan and Sophie play all the way around. So they do front row and they do back row. So Jordan being able to get her passes under control and help out Riley has been tremendous because that allows for, if Jordan gets that dig, then Riley can go up and cover the hitter, whoever the set's going to, and 9 times out of 10 is going to be Sophie. So then she's there to help Sophie, and so that's been very, very nice, that chemistry.
Yeah.
Miss Millie has had 47 blocks this season, 6 aces, which Millie was a little nervous sometimes this serve, but Millie's serves have came a long way. People don't, Millie has a real high serve, but then it just drops, and a lot of people aren't prepared for that. They're prepared for the fast serve.
Yeah.
So when you got a slow one coming in, it's like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do?
Kind of like
this?
a change up in baseball, I guess. Just
Yes.
She kind of catches you off guard, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she's had over 60 kills, which is way more than what she had last year. And then Riley had 30 aces, 17 kills, over 300 digs, and then over 700 serve receives, which is what we were talking about when we received the ball.
Yeah.
So, but the advantage to her taking that first, taking the first pass on the serve allows our entire offense to set up. So, their stats this year are tenfold what they were last year.
Awesome.
And I'm very, very excited to see where they are next year. I'm very, very excited. We have 17 players. We lose 1 senior. I'm very, very excited to see what these 16 girls do.
I'm going to be waiting for that phone call tomorrow afternoon for you to call and tell me that you all have won a district tournament match because I got confidence in you.
I told them when we played that Cannon County game, I said, you gave me a stroke, an aneurysm, and a heart attack all in one. And I had Nalani on top of it. It was not good.
Oh, no. Ladies, congrats on a great season so far.
away from you.
Yeah, they're taking the energy. She's not
She's
supposed to
not
have to
getting
begin
more.
with.
Bro,
You
don't
need
need it. You do
freaking
not need
Jenda,
extra help.
Karen, and Sarah took them away from her in softball.
Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to do that again.
And we're
Poor
happy.
Madison, her arm, every time something good happens, I'm grabbing her. And I'm like, she's just like, I know that I was like, why do you have bruises on your arm?
We're happy that Riley finally beat a cross-country runner. Ladies, thank y'all so much for coming out on Sunday afternoon and sharing with us. And we're really pulling for you this week in the district tournament. And let's get some new equipment. And I know that's been a big thing for y'all. And just so proud of what you've accomplished in 2 short years. What is that?
Who was that? That was definitely Millie or Haley doing their noises.
I don't know. It's no telling.
Okay.
All right, I see.
Now you see?
She's very unsuspecting, you know.
100%. Hey, that's why she's got 16 kills, because they don't think she's coming at them.
That's it. Coach, thank you so much. We really appreciate y'all coming out. Hey, stick around. We're going to preview the upcoming week at DeKalb County Sports. You're watching DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Home Surveillance is your trusted partner in video surveillance equipment. Our team understands the critical importance of safeguarding your family and securing your business assets. We offer comprehensive solutions tailored to your specific needs, ensuring peace of mind through advanced technology and expert installation. As a locally owned and operated business, we take pride in our community and strive to build lasting relationships with our customers. Let Home Surveillance help you protect the things most important to you. Give us a call at 615-597-6287.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance? You want a bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort the pro in you demands. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Find your big boy mower at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
I might need to.
You might look at you over there trying to watch football.
Well, it's there. Kelly is the one. It's like, can you get this game on TV?
I have to get the Titans.
First of all, let's not call this a game. You're watching the Titans. I mean, goodness gracious. The only thing worse than the Titans in football right now is my fantasy team. I was just laughing. I'm losing 124-31. And they're just now starting the afternoon games.
Okay, so when did Arizona become, when did they get the Cardinals?
When they moved from St. Louis in 1988.
Yeah.
I just never really understood why they were Arizona Cardinals. I thought
they used to be
Cardinal was in St. Louis.
Yeah, they were St. Louis, then they were the Phoenix Cardinals, and now they're the Arizona Cardinals. Because you go to Arizona to see Cardinals, just like you go to Utah to hear jazz.
It's kind of like you came to Tennessee to see Oilers.
Well, we're not Oilers
once
anymore.
Once upon a time. Baltimore Colts.
Hey. The Titans now.
They should go back to being the Oilers.
They should go back to Houston. The way they're playing now.
Can we trade? Can you trade teams?
No.
Can we trade for another team?
No. We could trade for another owner, though. That would be nice. It's been a rough
That should be
season.
a new rule in an NFL, though. Like, if your team is bad long enough, you just trade for, like, the best team.
It's sad. So I was watching the news this morning, and it was sad. And I know I'm going to catch some flack for this. Okay, it's okay. Coach Noakes, just ignore this part. That they're like, Nashville finally won a championship. And it was in soccer. And I was like, gee.
You know, listen.
We've had an NFL team for how long and we won a championship in soccer?
I am not a soccer fan, as everyone knows. I know zero about it. But, like, Major League Soccer confuses me even more because there's, like, 12 different championships you can win in that level.
It's year-round. It never stops.
Yeah.
And they'll play a sectional, whatever they want to call it, in March, and then they don't play the next round until June, and now they're playing the championship in October.
Well, so evidently today they were having something where they were celebrating that they won the U.S. Open Cup.
Yes.
And then this guy goes, maybe next time we can win the MSL. And I was like, y'all don't have like a Super Bowl? Or a World Series?
They're starting to turn the NBA into the soccer as well, this stupid NBA Cup in the middle. None of the players care about that. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Doesn't the WNBA start with like a President's Cup for like the first month of the season?
I think the NBA is searching for anything to get. They were talking about how bad viewership. And I mean, like, unless you're one of these big teams bringing somebody in, like we were talking about earlier, the Lakers coming in and you want to see LeBron, that they can't hardly sell tickets. Like they can't.
Yeah.
They can't get people in the stands.
It's terrible to watch.
Yeah.
It's just
It's not basketball anymore.
No. College basketball is beloved, and for rightfully so. It's the one thing about college basketball I still think is hurting is NIL and transferring and all that. You can't. It's a brand new team for you every year. It's not, you can't love a player for 4 years anymore. And, younger generation, that won't matter to them because they're going to grow up used to that. For us, who've been watching it for a few years now, it's a little bit hard to adjust to, but the game itself is more pure and more basketball than the NBA is.
I think Connor's a good example. He is not a fan of any one team.
Yeah.
He is a fan of a player. He's a LeBron junkie, and whether it's Cleveland or Miami or the Lakers or back to Cleveland, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
He follows him, and that's who he pulls for, period. Yeah. And I think the NIL is going to establish that as well.
Possibly.
You're not going to have these long-life Tennessee or Vanderbilt fans.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be I'm a Lee or I'm a Heupel fan.
Yeah.
You've talked about that before.
It's gonna end up being a coaching. You're going to follow a coach because you really can't invest in a player because you don't know if they're going to be there 1 year, 3 years, go to the NFL or something like that. So I can totally see, unless you kind of went to school there or you've grown up a Tennessee fan or you've grown up an Auburn fan or an Alabama fan, I think that's the only people that are going to just like die hard stick with it. Everybody else, these kids, like my son doesn't even watch football, but if he did, it would be a fan of a player.
Mm-hmm. That's Connor. He is.
Let's jump back into the upcoming schedule. One thing I did want to mention, you brought up soccer, so let's talk about the Lady Tiger soccer team. They have wrapped up district play, did so with what I thought was a very good win over Stone Memorial, 3-1 on Thursday night. Stone is always a very good competitive team, coaches we've talked about. In fact, Stone had beaten Cumberland County just, I think, maybe last week. DeKalb gets that 3-1 win. And what that does for the Lady Tigers, it puts them into fourth for the upcoming district tournament. I don't know if you know this. I don't myself. If the one team gets a bye and everybody else plays in the first round of the district, or if it's a couple of teams that get a bye or something. I think DeKalb will end up playing Watertown or Upperman. Do you know who gets the bye and who doesn't? It's a 7-team tournament, so somebody along the way, is going to have to play in.
I want to think it's the one seed that gets the bye, and you have 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5.
Okay, Daniel was saying 1, 2. So with that, Livingston gets the bye, and DeKalb County will host Watertown, and they've already beaten Watertown 4-1. This young team, we've been watching them all year and expecting them to get better as the season gets along, and they have. And now you're going into district tournament play, and I don't know that there's Livingston 6-0, but I don't think it's that powerful of a Livingston team as we've seen before. To me, Chris, I think the soccer team has got a chance to make some noise. I think this overall could be a really good district tournament because you've got a lot of teams, I think, that are just really almost even with each other.
And almost any given day kind of a thing. The thing that I'm impressed about with Coach K and this group is that it's a mixture of veterans and younger players. And it takes the younger players a minute to catch up to the speed of the game at the high school level from the middle school. I mean, they had a great year under Coach Noakes last year in the 8th grade, but now it's a different level. So you've got to catch up with that. And at the same time, you're catching up with the gel of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having to learn where this junior or senior is going to be in an overlap, or if the ball's being pressed up, or if you're retreating hard for defense. And so this team has gotten better every week.
Yeah.
Perhaps they're gelling at the right time when you need them to. And, when you start doing the comparison shopping and scores and how close it was, a bounce here or two, either way. And DeKalb's going to push on to the region.
They have a couple of matches before district gets underway. The district tournament actually doesn't start until next Monday, the 13th. DeKalb County will have Smith County at home on Tuesday. It will be senior night at 6 o'clock this upcoming Tuesday. Then they'll turn around and play Macon County at 6 o'clock on Thursday night before opening the tournament. That would, again, with the 1C getting the bye, DeKalb County will take on Watertown in the first game, and they should host that game as well. So big having that at home at Cleparic Field as well.
It is, and it's a great opportunity. Once again, we say it at the end of every show. Get out and watch the Lady Tigers. They're going to be at home. It's a beautiful complex that Coach K is still working on as far as concession stand and press box and doing all that. But The fence, the light, the field itself, it looks great.
And they need bathrooms. I know they've been talking about that.
They have. That's going to be part of the press box, I think.
Yep. So let's take a look at the rest of the schedule this upcoming week. We've already talked about the state golf tournament. Chloe Boyd will be up there Thursday. Will be the start of that for the girls and boys. In Class A, it's Thursday and Friday, and 18 holes both days, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just trying to remember. It's been a little while.
So for people that don't understand the state, and as far as an individual, what is she going against? How does that work?
She's going against everybody. You have 8 teams that have qualified. The winner of each region has qualified for the state, and those are the only 8 teams that are there. But you have probably, I don't know, girls, three per team there. 8, that's 24. Then you're looking at 3 times 8. You're looking at 48 girls that are competing for one spot. Okay. I mean, I'm going against team players, individuals. It doesn't matter. What's cool about the state, if you haven't been, I know you've been, need to go. I know it's a long way. Go support Chloe. Yeah. It's round 2. Go and support.
She plays really well when people are watching.
She plays really well. But it's cool because it's like any PGA event that you go to. You step up and everybody starts off with number 1 from DeKalb County Junior Chloe Boyd. And she gets up there in front of about 100, 150 people. She got to hit a golf ball. Straight.
Maybe we should Coach Pryor should start doing that at all the golf events to get them ready for that.
Get that crowd noise going. Yeah.
Bring in some speakers.
But no more shotgunning and then starting off on different holes. So they're going to tee off on 1.
All right. Again, Thursday, Friday. You don't really need an excuse to go to Sevierville. No. You run at the Smokies.
Go see a bear.
Yeah. It's starting of our fall break. So.
Yep. After the end of next week, fall break will be the following week. Matter of fact. So no excuse. Go. Just go. Cross-country regular season's winding down. DMS will be at the TSIAA meet at the Hermitage starting at 4:30 tomorrow. DCHS cross-country will be at the Stone Memorial Invitational in Crossville, 4 o'clock on Thursday. As again, I think this is maybe the TSIAA meet is postseason for middle school tomorrow, and then DCHS, their postseason is still coming up, but they will be at the Stone Invitational on Thursday. Friday.
Hey, Tom, I have an update.
Yeah.
I kind of zoned out there for a minute.
We noticed.
I did figure out what the U.S. Open Cup is, though. It's what Nashville's championship is.
Are you going to burst bubbles?
Check this out, all right?
He's going to burst bubbles.
The competition is a single elimination tournament that has been contested by at least 80 teams since the 2014 edition. So this is the kicker, all right? This pool consists of American clubs and professional leagues. It is also open to amateur teams from the Premier Development League. They won a amateur league.
So Casey's poo-pooing the championship. Is that right?
To me, like 2 years ago, my little league team won the DeKalb Youth Baseball. I think we should just name it the U.S. Open Cup.
I can't wait to see Justin Oaks come storming through the double doors. Come grab Casey by the scruff.
This was not anything derogatory to anybody here playing soccer.
They won a tournament.
These are professionals, though. It clearly said they were playing amateurs.
Junior pro football. The season is over for the DeKalb County teams as the Junior Tigers fell to Upperman yesterday 6-0. They finished 6-2. Both losses, Casey, were to the aforementioned Upperman Stingers. We've had gremlins here this morning. We're getting buzzing in the headsets, all kinds of craziness. But, Casey, you were on hand for that, and they fall just short of the Super Bowl. And sadly, Smithville's hosting the Super Bowl next week, and none of our teams will be there.
Yeah, that really stinks. I watched that game, too. They played a really good game. It was one play that cost them. One play and one play only.
Wow.
The defense pitched a shutout after that, and Fat didn't even give up many yards. We just could not get anything going on offense during the day. But hey, kudos to those guys. They've had a great year, and that was a really fun team to watch this year.
Absolutely, and congrats to them. Junior Pro's always had a lot of great success here in DeKalb County, and just so sad to see it fall short with the Super Bowl. And you can still go out and watch next week. It'll be the Pee Wee juniors and the seniors, all starting at 9 o'clock at Van Hoosier Stadium next Saturday morning.
We should have known. I mean, all the years they've had the Super Bowl, how many times has the whole city actually played in it?
Are you talking about Junior Pro?
I'm talking about NFL.
Never.
I'm thinking maybe once, but I mean, yeah, it never happens.
Yeah.
You get to host it, and so we should have known.
Yeah. So that's typical the way it usually happens. NFL, if you're if your team's stadium is hosting the Super Bowl, your year's over.
Forget it. Yeah.
Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
I don't know where it's at this year. Yeah.
Our players knew it ahead of time. Why?
They're just waiting on their new stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
They can only play in the air conditioning.
I know where the U.S. Open Cup is this year.
I thought it was like when I heard Nashville won the championship, which I was excited,
It is.
But I thought it was like, the MLS or whatever. I thought it was like the league championship. And I was like, oh, this is great. And then they're breaking it down on the radio. And, some of the guys on the radio is just really downplaying it as it's not really that big a deal. And
do you want me to read my Wikipedia page again?
You can read
Today they were having that thing, and they were like, if you're coming, please pre-register that you're coming so we can get a head count. And I was like, who does that for a celebration party?
They're handing out cookies and ice cream, man.
Okay, Tiger football Friday night. We'll be traveling over to Sparta to take on really a surprisingly good White County team. White County shut out Warren County 34-0 in a non-region game on Friday night. White County comes in 6-1, 2-0 in the region. They have given up 75 points in 7 games. This team is good, and I think everybody thought when Trip Pinion graduated, moved on last year, that White County would drop to the bottom of the pack. Casey Midget, that's not been the case. And now the Tigers are confronted with needing to win 2 games out of their last 3, all in region, to make the playoffs. So last road game will be this Friday at White County. Then it's Stone and Livingston at home. You got to win 2 of 3.
Bye week
is after White County.
Is the 18th.
Yeah. Yep. So as we go to Sparta next week, and Casey, you and I will actually be on the radio this week as John will be at the state tournament, and Luke Willoughby's, I think, on a vacation next week, so we'll be on the radio. That's going to be fun, ain't it?
I really am worried for John and Luke after this week.
But it's going to be fun to be there, but in all seriousness, the Tigers have been up and down. I mean, they've looked great at times. They've struggled a lot at times. I mean, it's been Jekyll and Hyde. I can see them winning 2 of 3. I could see them losing all 3. I mean, what do we expect Friday night?
White County come next week is going to be ranked 6 or 7 in the state.
Yeah.
They're that good. They'll be ranked ahead of Macon County, who lost to Stone Memorial, which is another team we have to play before the season's out. I think it's actually the next game. I think we played Livingston last this year.
Correct.
But the good news is we get Stone and Livingston at home. Of course, we travel to White County. There's another Pinion in that bunch down there. It's like God bless him.
It's like the Beatties in York.
Man, I'm telling you, they're all talented. But that team is really good. They're really exciting offense. They're really hard hitting, just like you always expect out of White County. Although, hey, you know what? If the team that showed up to play York shows up to play White County, it will be a ball game because that was a completely different team than I've seen all season. Hey, they scored more points in one game than they have in all season. So, just really good. Really good team effort. I'm encouraged. It's easy to be encouraged after a win and all. But I just saw different things out of that team this time that night that I haven't seen and all season. And it's not really even football. It was joy. That was a very noticeable thing to see the kids with joy on their face. Like they enjoyed being out there. They enjoyed that moment. And, when you're not behind by, 3 touchdowns, I guess it's easier to play. Of course you'd be happier, but, I just hope they can carry that over this week. They had a good week of practice last week. So if you can build that into another good week of practice, that's really, that's what you want to see.
I was going to, and Chris, I'll bring you in on that. My hat's off to the coaches. I mean, to bounce back after what was really a tough loss to Upperman. You had Macon County and Upperman back-to-back. 2 really, really tough losses for the coaches to really get this team in that mindset and have a great week of practice and then go out and put out a great product on Friday night. That says a lot about the work they put in this past week.
You said up and down, and you go back to the Watertown game, that 31-0, and then they come back and they play a Friendship Christian that nobody gave them a chance anywhere outside of that locker room maybe.
Yeah.
And they come away with the W. Then they go on the road and they get blasted. And then we saw them get blasted at home against Upperman, and then turn around and go on the road. And York may not have been the team of York, but York's played some pretty good teams. They've sit here and they've played.
Yeah.
White County we just got through talking about, and so they've played a tough schedule for a smaller school, and they're still sitting at like 1-6. So it's a good road win for the Tigers, especially defensively, to pitch the shutout.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I'm baffled. I used to think a lot of it was home field advantage, but that wasn't the case against Upperman. That they looked flat. So I'm not sure. I'm just really baffled as to how Coach Trapp can, keep the same team on the field from week to week.
Do everything exactly the same.
Feed
them the same thing. Practice the same
Don't
stuff.
wash the uniform.
Going to Publix again and getting those.
Don't wash the uniform.
No, I'm sure they washed them. I'm sure they washed them. But I'm just saying, if they came out and played with joy and they came out, obviously something changed within their practice scheme, within how they were doing something. Replicate it. Because if they play with joy and they're successful here, then you got to, at some point, there's kids I've coached, and at some points I just got to be like, hey, go do what you got to, you got to be just like, you got to coach to the personality of the kids. Yeah. And if your kids are looser with you being, hey, we're going to, do this at practice, then do that and have them in a good mindset for Friday. Don't have them. I don't know. I'm very superstitious. So,
no.
right foot, then you put your left shoe on. So,
let me throw this to both of y'all because you both coached. Let's say DeKalb comes in and they're up and they have a good game against White County. Win or lose, they just, they carry that joy over and they just have a strong showing, again, win or lose. Then the bye week comes. Or let's say next week they, Mr. Hyde shows up and they struggle and they have an ugly loss, and then fall break is the next week. Fall break's a bit of a distraction on its own. Chris, you've been a football coach. You maybe not have to deal with the fall break like we do now. How is that going to affect DeKalb County, whether they're up or whether they're down?
Yeah, I never had to deal with the fall break. My biggest issues were, and we didn't have senior night. I think it was just homecoming, and that was it. And I think senior night's become a thing since then. It's going to be different depending on what happens Friday with the bye week.
Yeah.
If they get the win, I think Steve Trapp is going to go all in, and they're going to practice like they've got a game Friday. May not be as much contact, but they're going to practice. They're going to load up for Stone Memorial. If they lose, I'm not sure if he might back off a little bit or go all in, because now we've got to win the next 2.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how he's played that. I know some coaches have given an extra day off.
Right.
We're going to let you get your legs under you a little bit more. We're not going to do the contact. We're going to try and heal up what we can. I'd look for some things that we haven't seen all season.
Yeah.
It's a time where the coaching staff is going to have a look at themselves, and they should scout themselves. What are the tendencies we've been doing offensively? What are the tendencies Coach Shaw's been doing defensively? And let's internally break ourselves down and see if there's something that we're tipping our hand with, like a pitcher in baseball. I'm tipping my pitches, and redirect and just really set up for those last 2 games. Regardless of what happens Friday, they win those last 2, they're good.
Kelly, as a coach and a player, you've dealt with time off. how do you keep the kids focused? Because that's another thing. I mean, even if the coach wants to go all in or not, the kids are not going to school on a regular basis. How do you keep them locked in?
If you can figure out how to keep a 14 to 16-year-old boy focused on anything but certain other things,
every day.
You could probably
Next.
like bottle that and sell it for millions of dollars. I really feel like at this point in the season, this is not an early break. This is a late break. Personally, as a player, I shot way better when I had 2 or 3 days out of the gym. Because you have muscle, and I know shooting is a lot different than football, but you have some muscle memory that comes back. You're not sitting there practicing the wrong things, just overworking your bodies. And I'll give an example. Our Marley's little 12U team, these are 11 and 12-year-old girls, but we've played, I think, 3 straight weekends. And the past weekend was a late weekend, and then we had the start of basketball and just a lot of things going on. And this weekend, our girls played well and they fought, but they were tired. I don't think we realize how much we are pushing kids these days with practices. I almost feel like we almost need to do what the NCAA does, which I kind of feel like we do in high school because they have Sunday and usually don't practice on Sundays. But these kids need some time off to refocus, to rest. I mean, you were talking about you were tired. You got to think about, Reed and them have been going since the first of summer. And you really, yes, you have Saturday and Sunday off and your body gets used to Saturday and Sunday off, but you really kind of are just tired. You need some time off. I really feel like the time off is going to come at a good time for them, heal up any injuries. The kids are not going to be stressed out about whatever's going on in school. We just had the end of the 9 weeks is Monday, so kids getting work and stuff done. So I really feel like it'll be a good thing for them. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I said, they're 14 to 18-year-old boys, and
you're right.
They're everywhere.
So they're getting fall break week off. They're not practicing that week at all. So, the other thing about all this, football, you got to have time to heal a little bit. And so this has been a long season. There's a lot of kids banged up. It'll be a good time for them to heal. Let me tell you about this York win, though. They may be the best 0-7 team in the state. Here's their losses. Lost to Stone Memorial. We know how good they are. Lost to White County. We know how good they are. Lost to number 7 Meigs County. Lost to Livingston Academy, which is a much different Livingston Academy.
That was a shootout, too. It was like 47 to 35.
47.
Has York moved to 4-4A?
They should. They played about it.
They'll be the 4th team that they play.
So is Warren County, for that matter.
Yeah. But you think about where are they going to go play anybody?
I know.
Lost to number 10 Bledsoe County. Lost to number 14 Grundy County. And then they lose to us, which, oh, by the way, we beat them worse than any of those teams did.
Yeah.
So, just don't discount that team. I'm telling you, listen, we don't know. It's easy to get hyped up again after a win, but it's been a season, and we've seen more shocking things than this happen.
I don't know what to expect week to week, and I kind of like that, in a way. I mean,
as a fan, you would. As a coach, it makes you almost insane.
Yeah.
And it has to, because what am I going to practice on? How do I, and at this point, I don't know. The older I've gotten, I have realized that, or maybe it's the kids have changed. There's a whole lot more of you're working on a mental aspect with kids, and you got to work on a positive, reset yourself. I don't know how I watch a lot of reels and stuff. Carol Lawson, that's Duke's basketball coach, and she's really talking about. She's like, would you walk out of your house butt naked? Absolutely not. Every day you have figured out you have to put on clothes to go outside of your house. So why would you walk out of your house without self-confidence? And she's like, we have to have self-confidence every time we walk out. And I thought that was such a good thing, especially for girls. I don't know much about boys, and I don't know how much they listen to people, especially don't listen to their mamas. But some of these kids, they're lacking in confidence. It's not hard. It's not ability. It's the mental game that's getting them. And I think maybe that's kind of where they're up and down. It's mentally how they're approaching the game. No.
All right. Well,
sounds right to me.
7 o'clock Friday night.
Mom.
Yeah.
Tiger football at White County. And again, Casey and I will have the privilege to bring that to you.
How fun is that going to be? WJLE's last ever broadcast. Because, you know, the FCC will shut us down after that. Tune in. You're going to see history.
They've reached the bottom of the barrel. No doubt about it. But looking forward to doing that and working
No,
with
they
Casey.
didn't ask me.
We're gonna have we're gonna put Kelly on the sideline.
Yeah.
Their uniforms are really cute.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up, Coach. You got to get home to watch the Titans get bludgeoned further.
We're watching.
Did I tell you about my experience there at York, though?
No, you.
How was the concession stand?
Yeah.
Did get to see the concession stand. Although I will say there was a lady. If you've been to York, it's it's weird. It's got all the stands on one side, and then they built the press box on the other side.
I like the press box though.
It's a very neat press box.
Yeah.
It's soundproof though.
Yep.
Like you can't hear anything
at all.
So, but I will say a historic thing happened. So, sitting there, and any of you that's been around my wife in any sport knows that she loves the word horse collar, but she doesn't know how that applies to what sport. So, it could be baseball, basketball, sometimes football. I have heard her yell horse collar maybe 100 times in my life.
I heard that yesterday when Reed was mowing our yard.
Yeah.
Horse collar.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly right. So again, we're in the press box and it's soundproof. And sure enough, her time to shine comes. There is an actual horse collar. So, I immediately get my, binoculars and I'm looking across the field and it's just like in The Natural. The guy stands up and you could just see. I was so proud for her. Now, again, I couldn't hear it, but I know it was a great moment for her. So, yeah, it was great.
Me.
But learned a lot about Alvin C. York Institute. Fun fact. It's state-run.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know it's the only state-run school in the country?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
I knew in the state. I
In
didn't
the
know
whole
in the
country.
Wow.
Yeah. So, this is not a disparagement to anybody that lives in Fentress County. You have nothing to do with this. This is purely aimed at the state of Tennessee. That may be the worst field I have ever seen. Like you could have played golf out there on. Like they had sand traps and everything out there in the middle of it. The goalpost looked like this. Like no kidding. I mean, like I thought they might fall over during the middle of the game out there. It was crazy. It was truly crazy. But I had to do a little research on it, right? So it's also possibly the biggest school in the country, like per land size. It's 400 acres. 400 acres. This is all true. Go look it up, okay? The Tennessee Wildlife Association manages half of it. There's a working cattle farm on this thing.
It is
out
York
there.
Agricultural Institute. Yeah.
This is all true, okay?
Yeah.
So what I found to be the funniest part of it, so you've got the whole state of Tennessee back in this school, right? Like it's not just a county or something like that. It's the whole state that, chipping in. Part of your and my taxes are going to Alvin C. York Institute every month, So I started looking it up and one time in like 2016 or something, it got voted into the top 160 schools in the country. So why should that be funny? The whole freaking state is paying for this. And one time we could get into the top 160, that's fantastic. So it keeps going. I have tons of facts on this. It's very well worth it. Like I went down a real rabbit hole with this, okay?
Stay tuned for segment 5 of the Blitz. Casey will be soloing.
You got to hear this one. This is the best one, though. So if you've ever been up there, there's that one building, that Alvin C. York himself helped raise the money for. Like, no kidding. It was built in 1929 up there. And so, it's old. And I guess they never did much maintenance to it or whatever. So in 2000, I think 14 or 15, they were going to like tear it down. Now you can look this up. I am not making this up. Okay, so
he is. He can. These are facts.
You really went down a rabbit hole.
It's really good, man.
That time must have been really
I was
long.
so freaked out by this stadium. It just made me, research all this. So they did a bidding process on it, and it was going to cost $3.5 million to tear it down. $3.5 million
to tear it down.
To tear it down. Okay.
All right.
It was going to cost $3.6 million to completely renovate it. Okay. So what did the state choose to do? Tear it down, man. So I guess the Alvin C. York Institute up there, like the actual park conservation folks up there, they got involved and said, you know what? I tell you what, if you'll let us just keep it, we'll renovate it and donate it back to the school, which the state did. Do you know how much it cost them to do that? $1 million. This is all true. I promise you, you can go look it up. So there's our state tax dollars at work, buddy.
Our history lesson for the day.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Casey.
But the ribs looked awesome, though, let me tell you.
In case you missed it, we did announce our Good Health Family Clinic Student Athlete of the Week earlier. Riley Wilbur of the Tigerette volleyball team. But in case you did miss it, we'll throw that out there for somebody blows my phone up that I didn't announce it again because I'm bad for that. So last word today, Casey, you've had yours, Coach.
I am going to shift my last thought to Casey for another interesting fact about York Institute High School.
I have more, I can tell you. I was trying to climb the press box and couldn't find the steps. Thank goodness for Luke Willoughby's, all I could tell you. And it was dark, completely dark. It was just like climbing up into the prison up there. So...
Well, actually, I think the reason their facilities are so bad is they have to go before the state to get anything done. And we all know the bureaucratics of the state.
Oh, man.
I mean, let's look at Highway 70 that's been 15,000 years getting ready, and I don't know that they're ever going to get that.
And that's just since they started the construction.
I know. I've never hated driving 35 so bad for 3 years.
No doubt about it. All right. Any other last thoughts as we wrap up? Anybody?
Nope. Wherever you're watching from, get out and support the local high school teams, middle school teams, junior pro teams. We got basketballs coming up. We got soccer that's winding down.
Yep.
We haven't been out to soccer all year. Soccer rec league, the same time we go, but anyways.
Yep. Except this week.
We can do it on location. We'll just film you.
Hey, we do want to thank you for tuning in on a Sunday afternoon to put up with us. We've had fun today, though.
It's been a fun day.
It's been a fun show. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Always thank our sponsors because without them, what we do would not be possible at all. We appreciate them. And same to our producer, Daniel Leslie. Without him, sticking me on screen for minutes on end while Coach Vance breaks everything down.
He wants a true reaction. You're the everyman reaction.
I'm not demanding more camera time, I promise. For our producer, Daniel Leslie, for Casey, Coach, and Kelly, I'm Tom Duggan. We'll see you next Saturday morning on DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.